My name's Deborah Naylor. I work for Inspira and I'm joined today by Jason Savage. Jason, could you give me your job role and who you work for?
I'm Jason. I work for Sellafield Limited and my current job title is Site SRER Lead. That's like a technical advisor role, but I'm also the chair of the Britain's Energy Coast Business Cluster Shadow Board.
Fabulous. Many young people can struggle to get their first apprenticeship. How easy was it for you to get yours?
So I originally had a summer job at James Walkers in Cockermouth, and they offered me an apprenticeship when I was coming to the end of sixth form. But that kind of fell through, so I more or less panic applied for everything I could through Gen 2, and then I was offered a couple of schemes, and the scheme that I took was business admin, so it was just a luck of the draw in the end because of the circumstances I was in.
When we spoke earlier, you mentioned that not everyone has a straightforward career journey because unexpected things can happen. What's been your career history to date?
So I was a business admin apprentice, which is a 2-year scheme. So I was in a number of different roles, 3 different placements. They were in like a shared service admin type roles my first year. My second year was in a more of a corporate affairs, stakeholder relations type role. I was then kept on in that role for another 2 years after my apprenticeship, working social impact, looking at how Sellafield impacts the local community. But a lot of it was with our supply chain, how we can partner with them to support the community. And then after that, I kind of thought, right, I need a bit of a change. So I just applied internally and ended up with the job that I've got now, which is advising on these SRERs, which are like reports that are issued by WANO, who Sellafield's member of. But if you asked me 6 years ago when I started, I couldn't have told you that was what was going to happen. So that's just kind of, as I've learned and as I've taken on opportunities, I've developed through those roles and developed into roles because I've learned about what kind of I enjoy doing, what kind is out there. So there's no set career path. I had no set career path, but it's just how you take those opportunities on.
Fabulous. You've organised a couple of apprenticeship fitness sessions for parents and carers. What was your thinking behind these events?
Yeah, so AppFit, the purpose of that event, of that programme, is to give young people and the parents a bit more of an insight to the application process for apprenticeships. And the idea is that by giving people a bit more of that advice, particularly those who maybe don't get that kind of guidance from the circles that they're in, whether that's the parents and teachers or whatever, those people who would make great apprentices, but they just lack that admin skill to fill an application form in, do a CV and pass the interview. So what AppFit does, it bridges that gap and it gives them that skill. So I've run that event twice now, once in 2016 when I was an apprentice myself, and then just recently in January just gone. So it went well. So
Yes.
Yeah.
What's been the secret of your success?
I think really looking back, the main thing that I've kind of contributed to the roles that I've been in is just kind of taking all the opportunities that have been given to me and kind of not letting anything pass. I do put quite a lot down to, in the second year of my apprenticeship, my management that I had, and the fact that they gave me quite a lot of freedom and a lot of ability to develop, particularly looking outside of Sellafield. So it wasn't just all Intel, I wasn't just stuck in an office just doing internal stuff, but kind of that wider view, and having that wider view I think has been a big contributor.
Fabulous. And finally, what advice would you give to your younger self?
So I think if I was going to speak to myself, say 7 years ago, I would definitely say to kind of open your eyes a bit more and look at kind of what more is going on, particularly in Cumbria, because, and especially now, there's loads of stuff still happening. There's loads of supply chain companies who offer fantastic opportunities, whether that's in nuclear or even just all the different companies like in tourism or anything. There's just loads of stuff happening, and I think a lot of people kind of are funneled down one path because they think that's the right thing to do. But actually, if you open your eyes and look at everything, and there's lots of people like yourself, Inspira, who try and showcase all the opportunities are there, things for we do at the Shadow Board, things that other organisations do, just having that open mind, I think would have probably not got me to where I am now faster, but maybe in a bit more of a comfortable position so that I knew kind of what I know now.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Jason. Great advice. Thank you.
Thanks, Deborah. Thank you.